Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 97th count workouts. Leg balance or doom. Well, and doom. I like to be a bit melodramatic. Right, we'll go on to the main screen. Good morning, everyone. Glad you could all make it. You haven't been blown away by this current wind system we've got in the UK at the moment. Right, so I think what we'll do is today is we'll just quickly go over the last two. Well, we'll have one of them missed today and one on Wednesday, and that will actually complete the top 23 nutritional and exercise myths by Declan Doyle. So myth 22, you can't gain muscle in a calorie deficit. First and foremost, yes you can, so it cuts the chase straight away. You can absolutely gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. Predominantly, this only applies when you're starting out strength training. When you are a newbie strength trainer, you simply gain more potential as newbie gains for a period of time, whilst losing fat at the same time. Studies have shown this in both men and women. The important point here is once you go from a newbie to a more experienced, that initial advantage starts to dwindle, and you're not going to be getting the same newbie gains whilst being in a calorie deficit. At some point, calories are going to be increased to support the continuation of more muscle growth. So in other words, when you first start, yes, you will actually gain muscle and lose fat at the same time, because your body, what it's using is using the stored fat to actually burn itself, and it's not actually catabolizing the muscles, so you are actually burning the muscles. So the more experienced you are, the less calorie deficit you can be in if you want to gain muscle. The truth, you can gain muscle in a calorie deficit depending on your capacity potential and your experience in strength training. The more experience you get, the more you're going to have to move towards more calories and more training to continue the growth. So in other words, the lower down percentage-wise of your body fat percentage, if you get into the athletic stage, I would say that's where you have to actually start going into the calorie positive to actually gain muscle from there onwards and do the cutting and bulking phases. Otherwise, you'll be fine. So that's myth number 22 done. So myth number 23 will be on Wednesday. Right, another point at the moment just to bring out is because in the UK it's Easter weekend this weekend coming, Good Friday and the Monday afterwards are bank holidays, and the family want to do stuff. Oh, I forgot to take down the clothes, sorry. But there you go, working house. So I'm terribly sorry about that. So we will be having 97, 98 this week, 99 on Wednesday, and the 100th will be a week on Friday. Okay, so for that, I've got a little slide there to show you. So what we'll do is we'll need something very similar to what's on the screen at the moment. It's a grid system. So you'll see that there's 10 areas to actually put numbers and then a total at the end. And the idea is to try and get near as 500 as possible. Once you actually get to 500, and you can do this actually once a month if you want. If you get to 500, what you do is you take it on the time, so you timer base it. Well, I do this with clients all the time, but we tend to do it on the timer basis anyway, and we try and get through it as much as possible. Right, so that's the LSS 500, which I call the Series 500, but it's the live stream Series 500 version of it. Right, so I think what we should do is, I think we should start. What do you think? I think so. Right. Back to the old timer. So what we're going to do is, because it's a leg predominantly heavy exercise, let's start with bum kicks. So we're going to kick that bottom, or at least as near as possible you can, to really work out those thighs. Oh, today what you'll need some dumbbells, which are over there, a chair, a step, and the trusty water. Excellent, good. Right, what we're going to do is going to go slightly wider with the bum kicks, so you've got a wider stance, but you're still going to kick your bottom. You're not going to kick out to the side like that. You don't want to be putting too much strain on your joints. That's it, good. Alright, we're going to change it up now. We're going to go into knee raises. Work those glutes. A little bit of hip flexors as well. So what we could do is we can go into reverse lunge and up. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's swap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Right, marching on the spot now. How's your weekend been? Alright, I hope. So let's do open and close the gate. If you want to hold onto the chair, you can do. I tend to put it either to the side of me, to the front of me, or to the opposite side of the leg you're using. So we're going to open and close the gate. Nice big arcing stance. Trying to look forward at all times, so we're just moving the hip. 3, 2, 1, and swap sides. See, I'm just looking forward at all times. I'm not twisting round. Three, 2, 1. I'm marching on the spot. So because we're doing balance training today, what is a good idea is basically a lot of people don't really take account of their footwear. This is one of my old shoes. Hopefully you can see that it's actually balled there and there. Sometimes people get balding around there. They get check the compression, because wherever it compresses, your foot will rotate and your balance will be slightly off. One thing I was actually going to use today was actually my swim shoes, which are completely flat, but it doesn't take into account your own natural roll and gait of your foot. So if you've got a low arch, it can work slightly differently. So keep marching. So your balance might actually be off because of your trainers. So I've tried to check these. They look alright, but these are actually slightly raised in the centre to try and higher an arch, because I've got flat arches, which means I'm not actually on an even level. Okay? So I will be slightly off balance. It's easy with I find it easier not wearing shoes whatsoever, but I won't subject you to that pong. Right, marching on the spot, come on. There we go, let's do a little bit harder march. Right, so the first exercise is going to be a straight leg deadlift. So we're going to get the dumbbells. The wider your legs, the easier it is to balance. The closer your legs are together, the harder it's going to be to balance. So you judge where you are at this present time. I'm going to go just slightly smaller than shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. What we're going to do, the dumbbells are going to go out front, try to keep our shoulder blades back. We're going to go down our legs, keeping our legs as straight as possible but not fully straight. And we're going to come up, we're going to come down. Nice back workout and hamstrings. So try and look in one direction. I'm looking at my countertop over there, and I just go down to the floor and up. I'm not looking down to my feet, because if you do, your balance will go.
3,
right.
2,
are you ready?
1. Exercise 1.1.
Stick those hips back. So these weights should be going up and down. Down to your feet, up to your waist. They shouldn't be going outwards, and they should not be going backwards. You can do this with a band if you want a bit more resistance. Or bands if you want even more resistance. Or you can do it with dumbbells and bands. I've done that before. It's very effective. That's why you get your hamstrings activated.
1. Change.
Excellent. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the dumbbells down. Sorry about the big noise there. We're going to get these step out. I'm going to do the first time we're going to do it on one leg. The second time we're going to do it on the other leg. So I'm going to start with the green leg on the board, nice and flat.
Exercise
We stop out to the side, and what we're going to do is stick our hips back, heel hit the floor, and then come back up again. Heel hit the floor and come back up again. So bottom back, push up. Bottom back, push up. Okay, try and keep that the knee behind the toe. That's why you stick your hips back. Right. Come on, we've got 15 seconds left. Try to work on that balance and work on that leg strength. So it's when the heel hits the bottom.
3, 2, 1, change.
Brilliant. Right, now we've got another single leg action called a power squat. We're going to need the dumbbells again. Now, I'm going to quickly pause this because I'm going to instruct you in it beforehand because it's quite complicated. What we're doing is, you will actually be very unbalanced for this, so try and keep an eye on one location and keep your eyes on that location. I find that a lot easier. Dumbbells together on one diagonal side. You're going to be standing on the opposite foot. So if I'm putting this towards the pink side, I'm standing on the green foot. One foot comes up, bent, and we're going to go down in a diagonal to the other end of the foot and back up again. So the raised foot will be sticking out backwards. And you're going to try and keep your shoulders back, nice straight spine, and then what we'll do is we'll swap up to the other side, and you will be a bit more unbalanced because this is your non-dominant side. As I was talking to them, my eyes moved, that's why I fell. If you find that difficult, you can always get the chair to the one side and do it with one dumbbell. So you can hold on, and then what you can do is you can go just one finger and go down and back up again, down and back up again. Progress to 2 dumbbells. If that's too difficult, go to no dumbbells at all. Just go over and back. Okay? So you pick whichever one you want to do, and we're going to go and do it. And then we're going to swap halfway through, if I can see the clock. So I will be a bit wobbly myself.
3,
so I'm going to start
2,
pink side,
1.
green foot.
Exercise 1.3.
Go down and up. 20 seconds on each side. Try and keep that balance as best as possible. I find that I lose my balance when I start curling my toes under. And I'm thinking about it now, so I'm actually curling the toes. And let's change sides. So this will be the more unbalanced side. Everyone has one better balance than the other. Oh, and I looked at you and I fell over. See, proof in the pudding.
3, 2,
2, 1.
Change.
Excellent, good. Hope you did well there. We're going to do a circular squat now. So we're going to put the dumbbells down. We're going to go out for a very wide lunge. We're going to start over one leg. We're going to circle down and up to the other side. Down and up to the other side.
3, 2, 1. Exercise 1.4.
Let's go. If you want a little bit of extra, if you want a little bit of extra balance, just lift that foot up, almost like a sumo stamp. But we will be doing a sumo squat later on. So I'm just going to go to the going round, just trying to get your balance perfect.
Three,
2, 1.
Change.
Excellent, good. So you should feel that in the hips as well. Right, we're going to go to the single leg balance. If you need the chair for this, you can do it. But remember, only use 1 or 2 fingers. We're going to go balance on one foot. We'll go around in circles, or you can follow my directions.
3, 2, 1.
So circle foot.
Exercise 1.5.
Nice small circle. Get bigger. There we go. Try to focus on one point. Small circles. Across the body. Whoa, that was a bit dodgy. Forward and backwards. Let's swap legs. Small circle. Large circle. Try not to lean forward. Keep that tummy tight. Across body. Up, forward and backwards.
3, 2, 1. Change.
There we go. So that was hard, wasn't it? Especially if you're trying to look in one direction. Right, we're going to do, where were we? 1.6 sumo squats. So nice wide stance. What we're just going to do is go down and push up with the glutes.
3, 2, 1. Exercise 1.6.
Down and up. Keep your feet at 45-degree angles. Try and keep those knees following and tracking in the same line. Some people find this very difficult, especially if you've got a very weak pelvic floor. But it's actually a good one for it, because what you're doing is you're opening the pelvis and then you're pushing with your glutes to get up. Ten seconds.
3,
2,
2,
1. Right, we're going to get the chair out. Take your side board. You put this to the side and you grab hold of it lightly with one hand. You're standing at the side of it, and what we're doing is we're going to go into a T shape. Make sure you've got enough room out in front of you.
3,
And then what we're going to do is we're going to
1.
rotate the leg
Exercise
round
1.7.
to the front, down, down, round to the front, and down. Let's keep going. You can bring your torso up as you bring it round, because that's the natural way your hip works anyway. And we're going to swap sides now. So this is an arabesque, very badly demonstrated arabesque, not as good as they used to be.
3, 2, 1. Water break.
Excellent, water break time. So hopefully we'll have actually been challenging your balance and working your legs. Hopefully you won't get too painful muscles. English, second language. You won't get painful muscles, let's just leave it at that. Sorry, my brain is literally drained. I've still got a hangover, well not a hangover, but a hangover from my migraine from yesterday, and still find it hard to process things, so sorry about that. Try my best. Not exactly the best workout to do with a headache. Right, so straight leg deadlift in 30 seconds. Back to the dumbbells. So remember what we're going to do, we're going to hinge our hips back, try and keep those dumbbells running up and down on a invisible track, going perpendicular to the floor. Or we say parallel to the floor, then that will be that way. That's perpendicular, up and down. Are you ready?
3.
I'm going to go
2,
close together with our
1.
feet this time.
Exercise
We're going to go
2.1.
down and together. So you can see the power squat is this, but on one leg. In a way. But with a power squat you're going diagonally. So you really are challenging your balance. Very good for runners. Ten seconds. Can you remember which leg you did the next exercise
3,
on?
2, 1. Change.
Right, so I'm going to put these down. And we're going to go to the board. the mat. Right, can you remember which leg? If you've forgotten, just stand on it. If you stand on it, that's the leg you started on. Swap on to the other leg.
1.
So remember to get those hips back.
2.2.
Heel. I like to keep this foot going backwards, because if you go backwards, that really does mean that your hips have to go backwards and your knee will stay really far behind your toes. Because this is your unbalanced leg, you will be wobbly, like I am. Excellent, good. And you can see I've got my hands on my hips. Why do you think people keep their hands on their hips when they're exercising? On doing exercise classes like Jane Fonda, Mr.
3, 2,
I can't remember his name now.
change.
It's because he keeps his shoulders back, makes you look like you're standing upright. Right, we've got power squat. Back to the dumbbells. So remember which version you did last time? So I'm going to be
3, 2, 1.
pink arm,
Exercise
green foot.
2.3.
Let's go down. I'm looking at my pans, or my pan lids. You don't have to go down too far, just below the knee is fine. You have to put your foot down just to balance, get yourself balance, doesn't matter. And let's swap sides. Sorry, I just realised I might be a little bit far off camera then. And now I'm balancing really badly.
3, 2, 1. Change.
Right. Circular squats. This time I'm going to do mine with the dumbbells. So it's up to you. This adds just a little bit extra progression into the exercise. So nice wide stance. Up to one leg.
3, 2,
And we're going to circle down
exercise
and up on the other side
2.4.
into a lunge. You feel that your knee's going over your toe. Lengthen your stride just a little bit. There we go. Try and keep those shoulders back. Another reason for keeping the weights on there is because when you pull them up, can't really round your shoulders very much. As you can see, most of the things I say,
3,
it's always about
2,
keeping your shoulders back,
1.
nice straight spine,
Change.
tummy tight to actually stabilise that spine. Right, where are we? Single leg balances. Now the harder version of doing this is doing it with your eyes closed, but I wouldn't
3,
recommend it.
2, 1.
So we're going to go little
Exercise
circles,
2.5.
little circles, change direction. Right, knee up, knee down. Knee up, knee down, don't touch the floor. Knee up, knee down, circle. Change direction. That's it. Knee up, knee down, change. Little circle. Change direction. That's it. Knee up, knee down. Knee up, don't touch the floor, down. Knee up, knee down, circle.
3,
Change direction.
2, 1.
And knee up.
Change.
And finish that one. Brilliant. Sumo squats. Again, you can go with the weights again for this one if you wanted a little bit more intensity. I'll move back so you can actually see my feet. Just remember that.
3, 2, 1. Exercise
And down,
2.6.
and up. So this really does open up the hips. So I'll do it sideways. You can see I'm looking straight forward where my arms are. So my back's always as straight as possible. I'm not punching over like a frog. Get those hips back, keep those knees very elevated above my toes. See, as I go down I should be able to touch my
3,
toes like that.
2,
I can
1.
do,
Change.
because that's the centre of gravity. Right, Arabesque Turnout. Back to the chair. Like there. Do it properly.
3,
Hand on hip.
2, 1.
And let's go back.
Exercise 2.7.
Round to the front and down. Out to the back, round, front, back. Point your toes if you need to. If you get cramping, then don't. One of the things I learned the other day about swimming is caffeine, tea and coffee. Let's swap sides. Can actually give you cramp. So I would like to do some more research into that and find out, see if that's actually a thing or a fallacy. A thing or a fallacy, that's interesting.
3, 2,
Is it a myth and
one.
myths and facts?
Water break.
Fibs and fallacies. No, things and fallacies. Whatever. Anyway, water break. I chatter like a monkey. And I'll lose where I am. On the step down on this one, what we'll do is we'll do half and half. So we'll do 20 seconds on one leg, 20 seconds on the next leg. That's exercise 2. So let's have a look. So that's the third one. You just about to see my feet. That's good. Would people prefer to see my feet? Would that section there? Would it be better up there? What do you think? Or would it be better right in that corner? But then the hands would have to still be there. Just for your benefit, I just thought if you want to see my feet a little bit more where they're placed, that I'm not touching the ground or anything like that, just leave it up to you. Right, so we need to get our dumbbells back, 20 seconds. There. Straight leg deadlift. If you notice, when I actually pick my dumbbells up in the corner, I always deadlift. Once you've done it for such a long time, you will always lift
3,
in that way, because
2,
it's the correct way of lifting, and you're going to save your back.
Exercise 3.1.
Right. If you felt that you can actually do a little bit more now, you're actually a little bit freer. You should do. Because you've been working those hamstrings quite hard. They're nicely warmed up now actually. When I do deadlifts, I like to run them up and down my legs. I use my thumbs as a guide, so the dumbbell doesn't rub against my legs, it's a thumb. So if I did it that way, my thumb will be there, and it would
3,
run down,
2,
and back up again.
1. Change.
Right, step downs. So I'm going to start on 20 seconds on this leg. So what we're doing is we're actually working the thigh around the knee on this side to get really
3,
work that muscle in your
2,
thigh. Your
1.
quadricep.
Exercise
We're going to go
3.2.
down, heel touch up, heel touch up. And you might be able to hear the cracking in my knee. That's just air bubbles. Three, 2, 1. Change sides. As long as it doesn't hurt, a little bit of sounds of popping, or I wouldn't say grinding, but like popping,
3,
that's natural.
2, 1.
As long
Change.
as it's not painful. If it's painful, go and see someone about it. Well, you can put that away now. And go back in my swimming stuff. Power squat. The one that everyone looks forward to. See? Deadlift. Stick bottom back.
3.
You do get a few
2,
looks sometimes when you do it in shopping
Exercise
markets. But there you go. That's like.
3.3.
Right, one foot up, cross the body to the outside of your calf, and up. Out, and up. The fear of this is though, when you go down, rounding your shoulders. Don't want to be doing that. Right, let's swap sides. Whoops. 10 seconds. I almost thought we was finished then. Oh, I shouldn't have looked at the clock.
3, 2, 1. Change.
So how did you do on that one? Did you get better or did you get worse? Right, circular squats. I'm going to go back to no dumbbells for that. Because when most people pick stuff up like that, they tend to bend at the hips.
3, 2, 1.
Right.
Exercise 3.
Let's start with one leg. Down and up. Down and up. Try and get the bottom down, not the shoulders. You will actually go down on your shoulders a little bit, because what you're doing is you're equalising the gravity to keep it in between your feet. So if I put my hands down there, I'm actually drawing a line from halfway on that foot to halfway on that foot. If you didn't have centre of gravity going down like that, your knees will be over your toes, you'll be putting extra pressure on that. If you're leaning backwards, you've got fear of actually falling over.
3, 2, 1. Change.
I just realised I was actually in the RPE scale there again. Right. So, single leg balance. I think what we'll do is we'll start with a pendulum, cross body.
3, 2, 1.
Let's see how.
Exercise
So do small ones,
3.5.
intermediate ones, and big ones. See if you can do that. Arm back down. See, it's hard now, isn't it? Arm back down. Do a lot smaller circles. Change direction. Let's change feet. Small crossbody. Medium crossbody. If you can do it, wider crossbody. And back to
3,
small ones.
2,
Circles.
1. Change.
And change round. And that's that. Sumo squats. Ready? So try to stay down in between your feet now.
Exercise
Down
3.6.
and push it over your glutes. Really push with those, with that bottom, with those bottoms. Depends on how many bottoms you've got. If you also with this exercise, you can, if you think about it, you can feel which thigh is pushing you the most. So I can feel it slightly pushing more in this leg. So what I'm doing is I'm tending to put my bottom a little bit close to this leg to make sure that that one pushes more.
3, 2, 1. Change.
Brilliant, right. Arabesque turnout. Last time round. Do you like this one? Not great if you've got an artificial hip. But if you've got an artificial hip, just go
3,
backwards
2,
and
1.
forwards.
Exercise 3.7.
Okay, so anyone else? You can go down. You should be able to get all the way around anyway. It's just sometimes the ball and joint, and artificial hips, especially the older versions, don't tend to have as much mobility. And let's change round. Really lean forward. Try not to rely as much on the chair. Just try and get your balance. Last one.
3, 2, 1. Water break.
Right, water break, and then let's do the core section. So again, it's about balance, trying to keep you going. So we've got hip hulas, which are nice, slightly wider shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, and you'd be going, getting your hips as far out, front, side, and back as possible, like you're doing a hula hoop, really nicely. That way they do 50. So I count at the back, so whichever my bum, when my bum goes rude and goes out to the back, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we're going to do 50 one way, 50 the other. It's quite a lot of numbers, but I'm sure we'll do it. Then we've got dumbbells over the head. I'm going to go from one side to the next. Try not to lean forward or lean backwards. Keep your tummy tight. So if you've got osteoporosis, osteopenia, try not to go too far, just go where it's comfortable. And then what we'll be doing 100 punch downs. So we'll be nicely wide stance, hips quite far back, and we'll be punching down between the knees. So we'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll be 100 of those.
3, 2.
Right, are you ready
1.
for hip Hulas?
Call 3 times.
Let's
2.
go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, try and keep your shoulders nicely still. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You might feel it in your thighs. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Excellent, so you should feel it quite nicely around your girdle area. Well, let's go to your dumbbells. 12 of these, so be careful you don't drop them on your head. Make sure your hands are actually free of sweat. Push them together, up. I'm just gonna, you kick the hip out to one side and bend over slightly. Remember, only go as far as you can without any pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like waving wheat, so it's a bit like Oklahoma. Waving wheat, because you're as well as wheat. Yes. Right, so punch downs. So get those hips back, knees slightly bent, knees behind your toes, punch between your feet, not into your knees. Are you ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Brilliant. You try and keep your shoulder blades back. Elbows go up. That encourages your shoulder blades to stay back as well. What you might need to do, just wipe your hands down. Got a gym cloth there. You might be a little bit wet there now, palms. So let's go and let's do the hip Hulas again. Are you ready? Bottom back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Right, the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Brilliant. Hi Logan. I hope you're alright. Glad that other people can join in. Right, so overhead side bends. High up, let's go. So kick the hip out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. After the hip movements, that should actually feel a little bit nicely and a little bit tight. I like to say nicely tight because I like it. Alright, sorry, got punch downs. Last time round, let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. And we did it with 3 seconds over the timer. I think we did pretty well there. Whoa. Let's get that last one took the breath out of me. I hope you all had fun there. Right, so let's do some stretching. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go slightly wider than shoulder width apart, knees straight but not locked out. My hands are going to run down and we're going to try and touch the floor. Try not to round your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, stay down. What we're going to do is move our feet a little bit in. Three, 2, 1, feet a little bit more in. If you can't follow it in, just keep it where it is. A bit more in. A bit more in. I'm together now. How are you? You alright? Good. What we're going to do is we're going to go into a long lunge. Climb to that bottom. Really rotate the pelvis forward and push forward. Feel that pull on the thigh and over your hip joint. Three, 2, 1, and change legs. Three, 2, 1, and up. Right, next one what we're going to do is we're going to get the chair back. If you don't want to make a mess of your chair, please put a towel over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my foot up, I'm going to get back a little bit, and I'm going to push forward. So you should feel it more of the glutes. And you should feel it again on the slightly inside of your thigh and over your hips. It's like trying to get that heel into your glutes as well as you almost like trying to push down. And there's a slight leg. 3, 2, 1, slowly change feet. So just there, over that bit there. Three, 2, 1, and up. You put your chair away now. Shake off your legs. Last stretch. Hands together, over, and push up. We don't have to stretch the upper body because we've done only lower body basically today, but it's a good idea to always stretch. Stretch like a cat. That's why I like this one. And Lower your hands in 3, 2, 1, and release. And thank you very much everyone for a good leg session. You'll probably feel it later on when you're wobbling around. But if you do get any kind of muscle cramps, well not muscle cramps but muscle pains or anything like that, do some leg stretches. That will relieve it. So if you do it for a minimum of 10 seconds, maximum of 30, you'll find that the muscle stretches out. It helps those fibers to get back into place. So whenever you feel the what we call DOMS, delayed onset of muscle soreness, do a stretch and you'll find it will relieve you for about 40 minutes. And then stretch again. It's all the process of building those muscles. Okay, so thank you very much all for coming. See you all on Wednesday for Step Up. I hope you have a good, safe time. God bless and see you all later. Just to remind you all about the LSS 500, which is going to be a week on Friday now at this moment in time. So please, you can either print this off from the website or underneath the description in YouTube. You'll be able to find it, or you can just get a piece of paper.
3,
okay?
2,
and as she says,
your timer is complete.
Time's complete. And also, if you haven't given, please consider giving to the Just Giving page, which is written on the sheet at the moment on the monitor, for my 1 mile Windermere swim. Put me through hell. Get me doing it whilst the water's cold, that is. Come on. Sponsor me, and basically I'll do as much as I can to make it as unpleasant for myself as possible. Thank you all for people who have already donated. If you've already donated and you haven't shared, please consider sharing it to actually spread the word. And I'll see you all again. Bye for now.